Donald J. Trump, stepping out of the White House, felt the world's gaze on him. Books had been written, hours of discussions held, yet only one thought echoed in his mind. It's not over. He walked into the shadow of solitude, carrying a weight of the past. The years of struggle had reached an end. The smile once present on his face had faded into deep contemplation. He was walking the razor's edge between a loyal following and the losses of his past. That day, much of the public he had once served found solace in distancing themselves from the uncertainty that had followed his rule. For the first time, Trump was truly alone. Outside, cameras flashed, crowds murmured, but the silence within him was deafening. Watching security officers withdraw, he felt the bitter winds of lost power. As the massive doors of the White House shut behind him, they seemed to whisper, "Will you ever find yourself again?" In his luxurious Washington apartment, Trump woke up to an unusual emptiness. No music, only echoes of the past. His finances, once a fortress, were crumbling. Business deals soured, and his name, once a brand of success, now carried controversy. Despite it all, the fire within refused to be extinguished. He devoured newspapers, searching for ways to re-establish his influence. But the opposition had tightened its grip. Every news outlet, every political circle seemed to conspire against him. Ivanka and Jared sat before him, their expressions unreadable. "Dad," Ivanka spoke softly, "do you realize you're alone in this fight? Few still trust you." Jared added, "We need a strategy, but this time you can't just fight, you need to unite." Trump, having learned from past mistakes, resolved to be more cautious. This wasn't just about fighting enemies, it was about restoring faith. At night, he pondered over his lost allies. Who had truly stood by him? Many had turned their backs. Yet among the shadows, a few remained, advisors who still believed in his vision. The business world had become a battlefield filled with uncertainty. Worse yet, the new president was determined to ensure Trump never made a comeback. Every policy, every speech seemed designed to erase his legacy. There must be a way back, he thought. If he was to fight the media, he needed more than just another election campaign. He needed to rewrite the narrative. He reached out to his old advisor. "I'm making my comeback, but this time we focus on winning back the people." The advisor nodded, seeing the determination in his eyes. "Then you must address your past mistakes. Transparency is your only option," Trump understood. This battle would require more than just strength. It needed strategy and humility. The media had become an unstoppable force. One wrong word, one misinterpreted tweet, and everything could crumble again. He needed a precise, controlled message, but his past rivals had not forgotten him. The political elite moved swiftly, ensuring his road back was filled with obstacles. Every speech, every public appearance was met with scrutiny. He had lost before, but this time he refused to fall again. Amid the storm, a surprising name emerged: Elon Musk, a billionaire, a visionary, and someone who, despite their differences, understood power. To regain his influence, Trump needed allies. Musk too sought a disruption of the status quo. "We have a common enemy," Musk stated. "If we work together, we can reshape the narrative." This would not be a traditional campaign. Trump's team engineered a movement unlike any before: social media waves, alternative media outlets, and direct engagement with the public. Americans who felt abandoned by the system rallied. The movement spread like wildfire. The public's trust was fragile, but step by step, he rebuilt it. Every speech, every handshake was a piece of his resurgence. As he stepped onto the stage, the energy was palpable. The crowd grew, voices rising in anticipation. The media searched for flaws, while the people searched for hope. He had seen defeat before, but now he stood stronger, ready to reclaim his place. This was more than an election. It was a battle for his legacy. A fight not just for himself, but for those who believed in him. And as he raised his hand, feeling the power surge through him once again, he knew this was his second chance.